I'm going to use a Microsoft feature to do works cited. In Microsoft, you can do a bibliography, references, works cited, any of those, and they're pretty easy to do. So let's try something. I'm going to open a Word document. Matter of fact, I have it open, but I need some text. And to do that, I'm going to go to Google. In my search bar, I've typed freeze, F-R-E-S-E, UMSL, U-M-S-L, success, fail. I'm going to look for that, and I'm just going to hit enter, and it's going to bring up an article that I published when I was a student at UMSL. So here it is, and the only reason I have this is it's not copyrighted too much, and I'm going to copy a couple of paragraphs of that. So I've got 2 paragraphs highlighted. I can right-click and copy it. I can go back to my Word document. I can right-click or just paste. And now I've got this in my Word document. I want to make this Word document a little bit smaller. And say I'm typing along, and now let's see, I want to do some references. So I use this reference tab up here. And we were on the Home tab, now we're on the Reference tab, and we're going to insert citation, but we're going to use the MLA format. So here's what we're going to do. Insert a citation. Let's put a place where I want to do that. I'm going to pretend that this is a quote, this information technology. I'm going to put a quote there and a quote here to end it. So here's a specific quote from somebody. And now I want to insert the citation. Where did I get that? Well, I'm going to add a new source. And it's a website. So the author, I'm going to call it me. And I can do my name of the web page. The year, this is the year it was published. Here's when I saw it. So this was published in 2003. And I think it was, we'll retype that. And this is MLA format. I think it was in November, and we'll call it 23, somewhere in there. I'm close. I looked at it today, and we'll call today, the year is 2021. The month was 11, and this is the 2nd. And with that, what did I do? Oh, I wanted to do something else too. I don't want to do that. I'm cheating here, but I don't put the name of the web page in there because there's no easy way to find it. So I actually glue in the URL from that web page. So I'm going to go back to that web page. I'm going to triple click up here to get the URL, right click, copy, and I'm going to put that in my, that's one defect. You'll have to ask your teacher, but I put the URL in there. Otherwise, you'll never find it. You put some name in there and it's like, where is it? This brings you right to it. So I'm just going to save that. And notice it put my name in there. So it's got the author in there. So I've got one. I'm going to highlight this in red just so you can see it. I go back to home and I can click on the, let's make it the red font. There. Now you see where I've done that. I'm going to do one more and I'll add somebody else. This is going to be, here's a quote. I'll just call this a quote. Well, that's too long. I want to get a short one for a quote. So, okay, here's a quote and a quote. So somebody said that, and I want to just make somebody up really I'm going to put in the same UMSL site, but I would have another website. So here again, I go to references, insert citation. I can do a new source. I can go, the author is Flintstone. I'm going to put in the web page URL, even though it says don't do that. Others, they want the URL and you do the web page name. So again, here you'll have to ask your teacher, but this we're going to go 2014, 11, 2, and we saw it maybe today. I think I got that year wrong. 2021, month 11, 2. So now we've got that in there. I'm going to go OK. And now it has Flintstones. So I'm going to just make that red so you can see it red. So now I've got my 2 quotes. What do I do with them? Well, at the end of my paper, so I can go Control End. Maybe I'll tab down a little bit. It saved these, so it has them associated with this Word document. If I go to my References tab again, and I want to do, I'll drop down on Bibliography, and I'm going to call these Works Cited one more time. And there they are. It puts them in for me. So I'm going to just save this file. I notice if you do this, you can click over it and it'll give you a chance to do some editing and things like that. The reason I put in the URL is if I put this in as like UMSL student website, you would never find it. So that's all I've got for this one. If you're going to do this for real, ask your teacher what format, and then ask about how these things work that teacher wants them to work. So that's all for this.